Hello and welcome to Blues View. I'm Paul Bradley and I'm joined on the phone now by Birmingham City correspondent Colin Tatham. Hi Colin.
Hello.
We'll take a look forward to the European clash against Nacionals now. You're at that first leg away, first of all. How are Blues going to go about preparing for this game and getting ready for the challenge that they're going to face?
I think they'll go about it pretty much they did in the first leg in Madeira. I think they took Nacional a little bit by surprise. They were adventurous, attacking, really purposeful, and I think that will serve them again well at St Andrews, especially with the crowd behind them. It's nearing a sellout. There's going to be a really great atmosphere, and I think that will lift the players as well. Nacional are a decent team. They're not the best team, but they've got some good technical players, and I just get the feeling that they will probably try to sit a little bit and soak up some pressure and hit Blues on the break. But if the first leg is anything to go by, I think it's going to be a really entertaining tie.
And you've already picked out one player in the National squad who seems to be a weakness for them and which Blues may be targeting.
Yeah, Nacional lost their regular goalkeeper in the summer and brought in a Brazilian called Ellison. And quite frankly, he was flapping at all sorts of things. And whenever the ball was put into the box from set pieces or free kicks, he was very, very suspect. And it's no coincidence that the majority of the chances that Blues did create out there were from set pieces. And I think, obviously, their opponents are going to be working hard to rectify that and deal with the ball into the box a lot better. But on the other side for Blues, it's definitely going to be a tactic. And I think if they can put the ball into those areas, get the defence turned and get the crowd behind them, it could be quite a difficult night for the Portuguese side.
Do you think Chris Hughton will be worrying about the toll it's taken on his players, though, in terms of their fitness and in terms of what effects will have on the championship? You were at the game, obviously, at the weekend where Blues lost 3-1, and it was evident in the second half that they were struggling a bit. Yeah,
in many respects, that Chris Hughton hasn't really got any choice because he hasn't got the depth in the squad to bring players in and out and rotate. And it's a case of make doing and mending, really. Blues are just having to deal with things as they go along, but as you mentioned there, if they do progress to the group stage, which is another 6 games between September and December, it is going to take its toll. And unless they can bring bodies in before the transfer window and then afterwards, when the loan market opens, it's going to be a tough old ride for them. At Middlesbrough, Blues were in command in the first half, played very well, were very sharp, got the goal, got the lead, then gave away a sloppy free kick at the start of the second half and basically just flagged from there upon. That was a pointer to show, what it can be like when you've been travelling in Europe. And the way the championship is anyway, with the game thick and fast, they need more players, they need more depth to the squad and more quality. It's quite simple.
Now, Colin, I ask you this every week. It's transfers. You're talking about the depth of the squad there. Is there anything in the up and coming for Blues in terms of transfers, both coming in and anybody leaving, or is it still wait and see?
In terms of incomings, I know Chris Hughton, he's at the club till 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, desperately trying to get things in place. But of course, without a big wad of cash to use, he's having to sort of go down the Bosman and the loan route. And I think nearer the end of the window, and then in a week's time after it, when the loan market is open, I think we could see more movement. In terms of players going out, Nicolas Zigic, there's a lot of interest from Spain, Espanyol and Real Betis are quite keen. And obviously we know he's a high wage earner, and he's one on the list to go. So there could be movement there if the clubs and the player and his agent can come to a deal in the next few days. Scott Dan's situation remains. There's been interest, but only one formal offer from Stoke City a few weeks back. Now, that situation could be fluid as well. He could be on his way, but it all depends on what other clubs do and if they sell players on and the knock-on effects there. So it's very much a waiting game at the moment, but it all could happen very quickly next week, I believe.
OK, Colin. Well, thank you for your thoughts and your information today about Birmingham City.
No problem.
And we'll be back again next week with more Blues View.